It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis here at the Superdome. But Charles, these Saints, after a good run from 2017 to 2020, they've kind of been middle of the pack the last couple of years, 7-10 a season ago. What's their recipe for turning things around?
I think continuing the short passing game that they're known for and see if some of their playmakers can make some short passes into longer plays. And then on defense, continuing to pressure quarterbacks in the pocket. They tend to get after it pretty hard.
Meanwhile, optimism reigning with the visiting Panthers. They've got a new coach, they've got a new quarterback, and they've got a real chance to be a playoff team in 2023.
And a lot of it starts on the defensive side of the ball where they've been good for the last few seasons. If the offense joins them, they will be a tough out in the NFC South.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Derek Carr, a very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the #1 things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. Fielded just inside the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now here's Young. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now a play fake. Carr. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. To throw is Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Down the left sideline and down to the 19-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception can make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Kamara up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here we go now on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Carr. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a big loss on the play there, an absolute disaster, really.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Carr now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack sets him back big time.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Now here's Lou Hedley now. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security #1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect up and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a 1st down and run out this first half.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Not too much to show you in terms of scoring plays. In fact, there's nothing to show you. A scoreless tie here at the half. Both of these defenses have been outstanding thus far.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
To throw on second down is Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A first down throw for Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 3. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd down and 1. On play action, now Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and cut back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams scoreless here as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Carr.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A lot lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away. And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Little short pass here to Hill, and he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Olave over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing now is Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Carr. Again, it's Johnson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Carr. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the gun, it's Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Now Carr. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
On the counter, here's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Groupie.
This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. Blackshear now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now Young and the Panthers down 10-7, 35 seconds to go. And they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Young.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Young.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Young.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving them nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
He completes this one to Mingo. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point? I don't think there's any doubt about it, but they had to go for it. In this situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance, try and get it done. They didn't. Now they're powerless to stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow from their defense.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, the play of their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.